Gur Magwith as the Curraloher in you. I just want to say that the anger and frustration amongst the general public in terms of this is palpable at the moment. And the reason being is that this issue is not unique. The bike shed, the Gucci bike shed, is simply the tip of the iceberg in relation to government waste in relation to public delivery of infrastructure. And that's really damaging for citizens because we're incinerating hard-earned taxpayers' money. And also we have a situation where the delivery of infrastructure is grinding to a halt, so people can't consume that infrastructure that they need. And the bike shed is emblematic of all of that. I think it's just amazing that in the 4-page document that we received from yourselves, nowhere did you say who was a contractor that delivered that project. I think that's startling, that nowhere the individual contractor that delivered that project was named. And the reason why that's important, because there's two elements to my questioning here. I want to look at the political oversight and I want to look at the actual oversight within the OPW. But because we know that the owner of Sensori was within the public domain here in the Oireachtas in a big way for making corporate donations to a senior minister who did not record those properly with the standards in public office. A very serious issue at the time. Now, I know from looking at the diary of that Minister Paschal Donoghue, who is now the Minister for the OPW, Senior Minister in charge of the OPW, that he met with the owner of Sensori in the same month that Sensori won the contract with the OPW. And then the owner of Sensori sold his 50% share in December for 23 million euros at a profit of 17 million euros. So that contract elevated the net worth of that company, Sensori, a month after the contract was won and a month after he met with the minister. So at any stage did the current minister for public expenditure, Minister Paschal Donoghue, has he been in contact with the OPW in any way in relation to these procurement measures for these rolling contracts with these two suppliers?
Defend themselves, so therefore we may have to ask them to come in to defend themselves.
I think it'd be beneficial that the minister does come in to answer that question too.
And
but
in
I'd like
the short time you have, Deputy, you're straying away from the bicycle shed.
Okay, well just in relation to that particular contract, because this is at the start of the process, so maybe you could answer that question.
I want to emphasise, Deputy, that the contract for the measure term maintenance contract was an open contract, competitively tendered in the appropriate and proper way. Okay. Evaluated in the proper way and awarded in the proper way. I need to emphasise that because I don't want to get sucked into any political discussion on this. It was a contract which we procured in accordance with the Office for Government Procurement Guidelines.